think what's great about Jodie is, she's strong and she's complex and all of those things. She's also incredibly vulnerable and has tremendous sadness and pain, and I think she's just a very honest, whole character, and sometimes we don't get to see that often for women. It first came across the table and I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what being in a video game meant. It's like, oh, well, you just do some voiceover. But the same, I looked at the material, beautiful, interesting script, incredible female protagonist, and then I played Heavy Rain and sat down with David and was just moved by David's work and his intention with what he wanted to do with Beyond, and it was just knowing I'd get the opportunity to work with Willem and do something so wildly new and different. It was kind of a no-brainer, really. One of the things I did feel about friends or other, filmmaker friends or actors was like, what is their response going to be? And everybody is so intrigued, especially like young filmmaker friends of mine, just so intrigued by the idea of this medium being used for proper narrative storytelling. And just so intrigued about David, his process, how the hell do you write a 2,000-page script? How the heck does that work? How do you perform that? What is that like? Or, friends who've never done motion capture. And I was thrilled to share because I had just gone on this like crazy, wild, difficult, challenging, but very, very fulfilling ride. And I would say to most people, like totally do it and go for it. Just brace yourself. It's, it's a lot of work.
Can you tell us a little bit about what kind of grabbed your interest about the character of Nathan?
It's always a combination of things, but I like very much really the arc of what happens to him. And he changes. It covers 15 years of his life and Jodie's life. I knew video games were very important, but I didn't play them. I wasn't aware of them. I thought, really? I've never done this. What is it? I started to look at the materials. The materials looked really good, and then I looked at some of David Cage's previous work, and I thought, this is interesting. Then I read the script, and then I treated it just as if it were any film project. I knew Ellen was the principal character, and I thought that was a good sign, not just because Ellen's very talented. I thought it was a smart choice, and in reading the script, I could see it much better. I could see the whole story much better when I had Ellen pictured in it. So it was definitely, there's always a leap of faith. This wasn't something I had done before, but I had no reservations, really. I'm very excited for this to come out because I'm as involved as I am in it. I'm just a little participant in this huge thing, this huge process. So, for example, tonight I'm going to see it projected, and I'm very excited. And I'm anticipating, because I've seen little snippets, I'm anticipating that I'm going to be shouting to all my friends that I did this video game and they better check it out. I really, in that sense, I can be a real cheerleader.
The mocap suit is not the most flattering. You can't really hide anything in the mocap suit. So that challenge is there. After that, once you get over that, it takes about a few hours to get used to looking at somebody with 90 dots on their face and this funny suit, and you can touch them, but you got to be careful of the dots everywhere. And after a few hours of that, you really get into just acting and reacting, and at its purest kid-like, childlike form. You just got to pretend and imagine that everything around you, whatever David says is real, and that's so much. That's why you do it. That's why you want to become an actor, because you think you can sell any situation at any time to anybody, and hopefully we do.
Oh, it's very, very exciting, and the goal for us is really to share, you know, our happiness with the team, with the actors, but most of all with the fans, and really talk about the game and you know, share the passion we have for this experience we have created for 3 years now.
The most important thing for me was really to find actors who would be perfect in the role. I had written this parts, and it was so important. Ellen's part was absolutely key. I needed to find an actress who would feel at the same time like she has this energy inside and this will to fight, and at the same time would feel more fragile and vulnerable in many ways. And I knew that Ellen could do it. And also there were many challenges in the part. She had to be this character through 15 years of her life and really be a convincing young teenager, a convincing young adult, convincing, you know, woman. And someone who would be really grounded in reality, who would look real and not look like another video game character. And for me, it was an obvious choice. And same thing for Willem. I was really looking for someone who could be this kind of figurehead for Jodie and be like a father to her, and have this presence, this ability to be nice to her and protect her and maybe have more than all this. And yeah, it was an obvious choice for me. It was very clear from the start. I think in the coming years we will see a lot of technical evolutions, and we will maybe finally achieve photorealism at some point. But this is not what I'm the most exciting about. I would really like to see meaning arriving finally in video games, and seeing more and more games having something to say, and not just being, you know, fun or adrenaline or this kind of experiences. I would really like to see meaning arriving. For me, what I've seen these guys do in this game is something I've never seen in a video game before. And they really gave a heart and soul to their characters in a very, very unique way. So they made them more than just pixels moving in a program. They made them real, living and breathing characters. I'm also glad because we managed to develop the technology that will allow this talent to come across from set to the game. And I think what I was the most surprised with when I saw the first shots in the game was what we could get through the eyes of the actors. Because, you know, in the past, many actors in games look like dead fish because their eyes were just dead. And in this case, there are many, many, many moments where, for example, you just look at Ellen and she's just listening to someone talking. You just look into her eyes, and you can tell what she thinks and how she feels. And that's only possible because she delivered this great performance on set, of course, but also because now the technology has get to a level where this is now possible.
Beginning to think you'd never wake up.
Where am I?
You're in my place, kid. Not very luxurious, but quiet.
Do you hear me? I give up!
We got nothing left to eat. Got to do something about it. Want to see how things work around here?
Sure.
How do I feel? Oh, I feel happy. I mean, I feel thrilled.
Like acting school 101. Forget about the props and do this and that. Just look at this. Thank you very much.
Partager voilà, la joie qu'on a à sortir ce jeu avec l'équipe, avec les... But you know, at Quantic Dream, it's always my face that you see, it's always my voice that you hear. On this project, we also heard, and that was an immense pleasure, the voices of these very incredible, amazing actors. But the game is not done by me alone. I had the easy part, which was just to have an idea. But all the hard work has been done by other amazing people. And these people, they are my team. Please have a warm welcome for the team at Quantic Dream.